Hi guys. So I'm inspired by the book of Genesis 11 when you read from verse 1 up to verse 9. Yeah. Where God had said to his people, go and scatter around the world, ne? And then now as they go around, they find like a flat land, and then they decide amongst themselves, because they were speaking one language, using one vocabulary, one everything, so they understood one another. And then they decide to build the Tower of Babel. And then when God sees what they are doing, he's like, but you see how united they are. And if they stay this united, there's nothing that will be impossible for them to do. Let's go and confuse their tongue so that they will follow my plan. And of course, that's what happened. And then they started doing what God had instructed them to do. So this, I was thinking about it and I'm like, there are so many good relationships, good friendships that will just end, and you don't even understand. You don't know why, you don't know how, who did what. But when I look at this verse, it comforts me because it reminds me that everything that happens is according to the plan of God. There's so many things that happen around us that we don't understand. Like 1 minute you were friends, and then the next minute and you can't even, there's no hate, there's nothing, but it just ended. And this verse came to my mind to say whatever we do is according to the will and the plan of God. And sometimes relationships or friendships end because they had served their purpose. If a friend comes into my life and they teach me something that helps me to be a better version of myself, when that lesson is over and now I've written the test and I've passed it, I can't go back to the same grade. I have to move up to the next level, which in most cases you'll find people that you are not familiar with on the next class, because the next grade, it has lessons of that grade. So I feel like we need to learn to just go with the flow, learn to trust the process, no matter how tough and uncomfortable it is, because all happens for the greater good and all happens for us to learn, for us to grow, for us to be the best that we can be. Because with the knowledge that we have gained from those failed friendships and relationships, we can apply them. We can apply the knowledge that we had learned in the past to the future or the present relationships. And you find that now we are on smooth sailing. Why? Because of those lessons. But all in all, I'm just saying that I strongly believe that whatever happens is for the greater good. And you have to let go when you need to let go, and trust God. Would say God knows best. God knows what's good for us. And God says that his plans are not to harm us, but to prosper us. He calls us his royal priesthood. He calls us people belonging to him. So we need to always have that mindset and ask God to open our eyes so that we can see, we can understand the goodness that God has. There's so much goodness in the world, but when you focus on the negativity, then you attract the negativity. But when you focus on the positivity and the goodness of the Lord will just keep showing you and showing you more and more and more reasons to be grateful. Yeah, so that's all that I wanted to share. I hope that it inspires you as it does me. Thank you.